Hey everyone, it's Jared here, and it is good to be back. Now, drummers always ask me, they say, what do I do to warm up? Or what do I do to give myself a workout on the drum set? Whether that's related to speed or independence. So what I've done is I've created my top 3 drumming independence workouts. So the first one that I love to do is basically a samba ostinato with my feet. You could call it a samba, or you could call it a bossa nova, depending on how you're writing it down. I'm going to write it down as a samba, so it's kind of using the 16th notes instead of the basic quarters and 8th notes. So that pattern is simply like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if that's my bass, what I try and do is just forget about it. Okay? Forget about it. If I had a better Brooklyn accent, that's what I would do, but I'm a terrible impressionist. Okay, so once I have that going, once I feel comfortable with it, I might check emails, I might make a phone call while I'm doing that. I'll just try and do it without even thinking that I'm doing it, right? Now that you have that, once you have that going, a simple kind of way to test yourself is play over top of it using 16th notes. Just play single stroke roll, play double stroke roll, and then play single paradiddle. And just rotate between those as you see fit. So let me show you how I do it playing singles, doubles, and single paradiddle. Now, once I have that going, just on the snare drum, and I put the tom in there just to show you when I was changing. Once I have that going, I start moving that around and try and create some, melodies around the drum set, try and create some unique rhythms around the drum set, something that sounds musically interesting. Okay, so let me show you how that sounds. So I think that sounds pretty cool, and having that level of freedom to play those patterns over top of that ostinato is a really, really good feeling. Now you could continue down the rabbit hole. You could start playing all the different rudiments over top of it. You could add flams and you could add drags. There's many, many more things you can do with this stuff, and maybe that's for a future lesson. Now the next workout I want to talk about is something I like to do with my right hand, or my lead hand, okay, so whether you're right-handed or left-handed. And there's 2 patterns in particular. Okay, the first pattern is 1 E and 2 E and. 1 E and, 2 E and, 3 E and, 4 E and. The next pattern is 1 E and ah. Okay, so I hit on the count 1 and then the and ah, leaving out the E of each beat. 3, 4. Now, what I'll do is I'll play the first one for you, just the 1 E and I just like to add a simple beat over top of it. So kick on the 1 and 3, snare on the 2 and 4. Same thing with the other lead hand variation. And what I do after I've kind of developed that solid foundation is I try and add more things around it. So whether that's a different type of snare pattern, maybe a snare pattern with some ghost notes within it. So on the first one, it would sound like this. Or I could add some more complex bass drum variations. So let me do that on the second one. But overall, I really just like to get comfortable with keeping this the same, similar to our first ostinato, and adding other things around it. So I've worked a lot on these lead hand variations, and so let me play a little bit of what's possible if you get your practice in and you do your homework. Here we go. The final thing I like to do to test myself is to make sure I can play everything that I am normally playing and anchor it with my left foot, either on quarter notes, either on the upbeats, or on all the eighth notes. Now, I can't do it with everything I play, but I definitely will try, and that's kind of the test to see if I actually really know something. So to demonstrate this, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play a basic beat. I'm going to use my stack, my snare, and my bass drum counts 1 and 3, snare and 2 and 4. And I'm just going to go through the different variations with my left foot. I'll show you how that sounds. So those are my top 3 drumming independence workouts, and I hope maybe they'll inspire you to either create your own, or you could take these and really kind of take your drumming to the next level. So thank you all so much for watching this lesson. Now, I've been working on a huge new project for the last 2 or 3 years that I'm so excited to share with you. I know you're absolutely going to love it. I put a link right below this video, or maybe above this video, or maybe there, or maybe there, but somewhere around here, around me. Whether you love it or whether you hate it, either way, I just wanted your feedback. So please go ahead and sign up, and I'll see you in the next lesson.